Hey, this is Daniel at Lean Smarts, and we've got a really exciting announcement to make. We're making our first ever training series on 5S productivity. If you've seen any of our other videos, then you know that if Lean Smarts is going to make a training series, it's going to be both simple and fun. And I tell you what, those two elements are pretty necessary to have training that doesn't suck, especially for something like 5S that involves everybody every day. We just finished actually filming our introduction video. And so what I want to do is play that now, and then I have a special invitation actually that if you're interested in this content, you don't want to miss out on. Hello and welcome to this 5S productivity video training. I'm Daniel Crawford, the founder of Lean Smarts, and I'm going to be walking you through everything that you need to know about 5S in this video and in the videos to come. Here's what's going to happen. I'm going to teach you about 5S, and you are going to pay attention and learn 5S. And we're going to use my kitchen as the example. Why? Well, there's two reasons why. First, because I live here and it just makes sense. Second, lean is not magic, it just works. And so if it works here in my kitchen, it's going to work for you, regardless of what industry you're in. And lastly, regardless of the industry you're in, you know what a kitchen is. And so the things that I show you are going to make sense and be simple. Now, were you paying attention? Because I just gave you 3 reasons why and not 2. This is a video training after all, so you need to pay attention. No falling asleep or looking at your phones. Anyway, there's 4 more things that I want to cover in this video. What 5S is and what it is not, the purpose of 5S, the 5 activities of 5S, and scheduling 5S. So to begin, what is 5S? 5S is a productivity tool that eliminates clutter and waste so that value-added activities can flow. Now, upon a first introduction to 5S, it may appear just to be general housekeeping, but it is far more than that. The goal of 5S is to organize your workspace in such a way that it creates the opportunity for the real work to flow without effort. You see, work is not flowing when you are pissed off searching for a tool that you can't find. It's also not flowing when there's unneeded items or debris or even garbage in the way. And if you want to perform at the highest levels in Lean, you can't afford to be wasting time with silly issues like this. So once more, 5S is a productivity tool that eliminates clutter and waste so that value-added activities can flow. When 5S is practiced really well, it will not only expose waste, but also make abnormalities immediately visible. So that covers what 5S is. Now, what is it not? Well, we touched on this before. 5S is not just ordinary housekeeping. It's a lot more than that. We're not cleaning things up just to be neat freaks, cleaning it up for cleanliness sake. In fact, if you're one of those people who has to have everything overbearingly perfect with an obsessive, compulsive kind of way, that's not 5S. We tend to call that other things. Why don't I clarify by getting down to the purpose? The purpose of 5S is to create the opportunity for your work to flow. That's why and how we're organizing our workspace. To get rid of all unneeded items, all garbage and debris and just junk, really, that's getting in the way of our hands, our bodies, even our mental focus in getting our work done. Now let's talk about the 5 activities of 5S. 5S comes from 5 Japanese words: seri, seiton, seiso, seiketsu, shitsuke. When translated into English, we get these 5 activities. Sort, to keep only the essential tools and items on hand and remove everything else. Straighten, or also called set in order. Make sure all items are organized and have a designated home. Shine, also called sweep. Regularly clean and tidy up the workplace so that work is unambiguous and unhindered. Standardize. Set standards throughout the organization for how to accomplish the first 3 S's. And lastly, sustain. Sustain the first 4 S's and even conduct audits to maintain discipline. In case that translation wasn't simple enough, here at Lean Smarts, we make it even simpler. We translate into slang. Now, other people may use a different word, but the word we use is stuff, because our goal is to make you become lean, and really your morals, they're up to you. So the 5 activities of 5S, when translated into slang, go like this. Get rid of your stuff. Get your stuff together. Clean up your stuff. Regulate your stuff. And keep stuffing. If that's not now clear, it will become clearer in the videos to come. Okay, the last thing I want to talk about in this introduction video is about scheduling 5S. If you don't already have a 5S program at your company, chances are you're going to kick off your 5S initiative with some pretty serious deep cleaning, especially if you've never done this before or not in a long time. But once that is done, what 5S cannot become is a once-a-year spring cleaning. You see, it has to become an ingrained habit. It has to involve everybody every day. If you're not already doing 5S with everyone every day, then there is still more for you to discover with Lean. Coming up next, I'm going to show you a video for each activity to take you a bit deeper and know exactly what you're supposed to do, starting with sort. I'll see you there. Okay, I hope you really enjoyed that introduction video. Here's our invitation. We're inviting you to join us in creating this training program. We don't want to assume what you need, but rather bring you along with us to give us the feedback and input to direct the content and essentially validate it to meet the precise needs of your organization. So if you're interested in 5S training material, this is a very unique opportunity for you to give input to essentially customize the curriculum to meet your exact needs. If you're interested, then sign up for our mailing list. That's how we're going to first connect with you and start this collaboration process of creating the rest of this material.